right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. The first story that I have for you guys today, a JujiMufu related story, but more importantly, finally, a strict curl story again on a Nick Strength and Power video. JujiMufu posted a video hitting a new strict curl PR, and Juji is a guy that in the past we've covered. He showed interest in his videos and training for the strict curl, and he's attempted strict curl PRs before, which I think is very cool. I think anybody that attempts the strict curl with a big following, it's always enjoyable to see. And in this recent video, he hits a new PR, strict curling 165 pounds. Again, for some perspective, if you guys don't know, the current strict curl world record is 249 pounds. But I found Juji's PR to be especially interesting because that is also my PR on the strict curl in competition. I actually went and checked the website of the Powerlifting Federation that I did that strict curl in, and two of my strict curl records still stand as state records in Kentucky. I can't believe that I set these back in 2015 and 2016. That was 6 years ago that I set this first strict curl record, which is, it's crazy. So 165 at 181 pounds body weight. I did that in 2015, and then 165 pounds at 165 pounds body weight, my body weight strict curl. I did that in May of 2016, right before my birthday. So I think I was right about to turn 23, 22 or 23, so right on the end of that junior category. So shout out to JujiMufu. Always cool to have a new strict curl story to talk about. We haven't had much strict curl news lately, so I did enjoy this one. Now, next up in the news, Akim Williams, your first call-out top 6 Olympia placer from 2020. Very impressive showing at the 2020 Mr. Olympia, arguably one of the most improved bodybuilders that showed up at that Olympia. We know that Akim has his sights set on the Chicago Pro, which is July 24th. It's like the end of July. But he posted this picture to his Instagram story of a back shot, a rear lat spread photo of Akim. And keep in mind, if he is only doing the Chicago Pro, this would be at the 12 weeks out mark for Akim. And Akim is a guy that has struggled with conditioning in the past, and the reason why he's placing so much higher now is because he's starting to nail that conditioning. He's always had a crazy physique. He's always had a ton of muscle. He's always been a beast, Akim the Beast Williams. But conditioning was always the issue. But if he's looking like this, if this is a recent picture at 12 weeks out from the Chicago Pro, maybe a little bit more than 12 weeks out from the Chicago Pro, I think he's going to bring some insane conditioning to that show if he's already in this good of shape preparing for Chicago. And even further, it kind of makes me wonder if he's intending on doing any shows before Chicago. I don't know if I could say this looks like 2 weeks out for the Indy Pro or 3 weeks out for the New York Pro. Possibly. He looks really good in this picture. If this is recent, I think he's bringing it to the next show that he's doing. If that is Chicago, great. He's definitely on track for Chicago. He's got 12 more weeks. And there's, of course, a couple other big shows like Tampa and Toronto coming up that he might do. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But Akim is a guy to me right now that he's a guy that we all need to be watching. Akim was very impressive at the Olympia. Very unexpected top 6 placing. And if he continues to bring that level of conditioning or better, he's going to continue to place highly like he did at the Olympia, or possibly even higher than he placed at the Olympia. This is a guy to watch, especially if this is his current conditioning for a show that is still 3 months away. Akim needs to be on everybody's radar right now, because if this is recent, he's putting every other bodybuilder on notice. He's in really good shape. And now a word from our sponsors over at Labrada Nutrition. Come on. Now, next up in the news, guys, I wanted to talk about this as well. A recent physique update from Thor Bjornsson, where he's looking very lean and mean, very downsized, but he looks very impressive. And he even says in the caption of this post, and this is why I want to talk about it in this video, he says, "This could very well be my best shape ever. I'm excited to see what's ahead. I'm about to do 1 hour on the assault bike. Can't say I'm a fan, but I got to put in the work. What is your favorite cardio exercise?" So we know that he's been extremely focused on losing weight, downsizing, improving his conditioning for this boxing match with Eddie Hall coming up in September. But the fact that he even says this is his best shape, best physique ever, I think he does look really impressive. And it is crazy. Like I said, he was, 456 pounds back in May of last year when he did that 501 kg deadlift, and now he's like 100 pounds down, probably more than that now. And it almost makes me wonder, he hinted at coming back to strongman in 2023. It almost makes me wonder if that's even a good idea, or if he might, just keep his body at a lower body weight, at a healthier body weight, even though it's still crazy to say that he's 350-something pounds, 360. It's crazy to think that someone in the mid 300-pound weight range is in really good shape, but it's insane, and it makes me wonder if the comeback in 2023, if he's going to keep a leaner physique, if he's going to try to put 100 pounds back on, what his game plan is going to be if he does come back in 2023 like he hinted at, or if he's going to stay lean and mean like this and just compete because he enjoys strongman and see what he's capable of at this leaner body weight. I'm kind of curious now to see what happens with that. Personally, as much as I would love to see Thor come back, I would have to advocate for the healthier side of things and stay leaner and meaner and not try to put a bunch of weight back on. Now, next up in the news, guys, Derek Lunsford. This guy was the guy that I thought was the heir to the throne of Flex Lewis in the 212 division. Fantastic physique Derek has. Fantastic genetics he has. Great structure, small waist. He can hit a vacuum pose. This year, he took 4th place. He was runner-up last year at the 212 Mr. Olympia. He posted this recent off-season posing video, which I thought was a perfect example of how good of a structure Derek has. And it's kind of what I talk about a lot with Keon Pearson. Keon has a fantastic structure. I think him and Derek actually have very comparable physiques, and I think this video you can kind of see that comparison a little bit. He's got that great V-taper. He's got that crazy small waist. He's got huge arms. Very similar to Keon Pearson in that regard. And in my opinion, conditioning is what held him back in 2020. And some people have made this comparison, or this comment about Keon, I should say. When Keon won the Chicago Pro, a lot of people said his conditioning isn't going to be good enough, that conditioning that he brought in Chicago to hang with these Olympia guys. And it makes me wonder, when Keon does compete at a higher level, once he qualifies for the Olympia, is his conditioning going to be up to snuff, or is he going to kind of face the Derek Lunsford curse? Beautiful structure, beautiful physique, but never able to hit that conditioning. And that's what I'm hoping to see from Keon. He's already got the structure. He's got the size. He's proven that he's put on enough size for 212. I want to see Keon in a crazy, crisp conditioning to know that he can do it. His conditioning was good in Chicago, but admittedly, when you're talking about guys like Sean Clarita and Kamal El-Gargani, you got to level it up a bit. But after seeing this video of Derek, this off-season video, the comparison that I really want to see on the Olympia stage is a call-out with both Keon and Derek. I think that would be fantastic for the 212 division. Now, next up in the news, a possible Dana Linn Bailey comeback. So Dana Linn Bailey uploaded a video onto Instagram with the caption, "Comeback Kids," obviously including Kai Green in that. Kai Green obviously hinted at a comeback for years and years now. Dana Linn Bailey, though, she's been off the scene for a while. She hasn't competed in a long time. She won the first ever Women's Physique Olympia back in 2013. She's a former Miss Olympia champion. Her last Olympia was the 2014 Olympia, where she took 2nd place. I believe her last IFBB show was the 2015 Arnold Classic, where she took 2nd. So it's been about 6 years now since she's been a competitive IFBB physique pro. But it makes me wonder. She's been ramping up her social media presence. She's been posting a lot more on YouTube, I noticed, than she used to. She had been posting really infrequently on her YouTube channel, but lately she's been posting a lot. She also posted a comeback titled video on her YouTube channel as well. So it makes me wonder if there is a comeback in the work. In the video, they kind of just joke about it. They kind of tease about it. There's no direct reference to a Dana Linn Bailey comeback, just this kind of teaser, the Comeback Kids, and then the title of the video. It's kind of interesting. She certainly looks like she's in fantastic shape. She certainly looks like she could probably pull off another run in physique. Although I think physique has gotten a little bit bigger than the days when she competed. The girls in women's physique now seem to be a lot bigger than Dana is now. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys want to see a Dana Linn Bailey competitive comeback in the IFBB? Would you like to see Dana Linn Bailey on the Olympia stage one more time in women's physique? Honestly, looking at her now, I think she would probably fit more into the figure standards. The physique is just a lot bigger nowadays than it was in 2013. I don't know. I would like to see her come back. Personally, I was a huge fan of Dana Linn Bailey when I got into YouTube and the online bodybuilding fitness scene. Dana and Rob were huge. Flag Nor Fail was huge. That was like the Hodge twins, Tiger Fitness, Pump Chasers era when Dana Lynn Bailey was big. So I'd like to see her come back, but who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did, in fact, enjoy it. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet already. And always, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.